Hi, my name is Corey Minter, and this is Darcel, and we are with Trinity Employment Specialists. We're a staffing firm located here in Tulsa, but in the travel nursing world, we staff all over the United States, and we always want to add value to both job seekers and employers, and this particular video cast is primarily to educate nurses on travel nursing. There are nurses working in every hospital, everywhere, who have witnessed travel nursing. They know all about it, and this is something that is changing right now because we are now into June. We're June 1st, 2020. So we were just talking about this. Just the numbers 2020 should alert everyone in what we've dealt with so far this year. And one of the impacts that this has had is on travel nursing. And so a lot of the opportunities that have been in travel nursing has significantly reduced, but now it's building. And so this is a really interesting time to at least be evaluating and thinking about travel nursing. And what we want to do in this video is educate a nurse who's had at least 2 years of experience in the hospital, and maybe they have a specialty, and they're interested in possibly making more money, having a lot more flexibility, and if you do it right, getting all of the travel benefits that come with a staffing agency that provides travel nursing opportunities. So we want to get started. I always like to start out with statistics, and that is that registered nurses are expected to grow by 15%, and there is a significant shortage all over the United States in travel nursing and just in nurses alone. According to a Forbes article, Fresno offers the best wages, so the different wages are in different areas. Like the state of California offers a little bit higher of a wage, but even in Oklahoma, you can almost double your hourly salary. And so your average salary is $81,000 a year, and the good news is benefits come with that, and even on top of the salary, you can get travel stipends and stuff like that. It's non-taxable. So 1.1 million, that's how many jobs are expected to be created by 2022, according to the American Nurses Association. And that's really great news for travel nurses. And so if you are interested in maybe looking at some new opportunities, this is a great way of making a lot more money. And think about it, if you make double the salary, what if you just worked only 6 months out of the year? That sounds really good to me. I'm thinking about going camping this weekend, and it'd be nice if I got to go for the whole week and not just like 2 or 3 days. So I kind of like that idea as well. But let's start out with this. Darcel is our expert. She has been in travel nursing and has been staffing in travel nursing for how long has it been?
Almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years. What I like about Darcel is when I listen to her counsel and speak with and walk nurses through this process. So I just don't think there's anyone better that you could be speaking with than Darcel. But number one is explore travel nursing. If you were to talk to your daughter or someone about travel nursing, we have some things written down here that I've come up with. How would you talk with them about exploring travel nursing? What would be the first thing in your mind?
First thing I would talk to a nurse about is preparing to pick up a travel contract. A lot of times you talk to a nurse who wants to pick up a travel contract, and what happens is that need is there when I'm talking to you. By the time that nurse get everything to me, that need is gone. So I want to educate you right now on what you need to do. Have everything prepared. Know that these needs move quickly. Be ready to do that application. Be ready to do that skills checklist. And to prepare for it, have your certifications ready. Have your shot records ready. Have me some references ready, because it's time consuming. It's something that if you don't move quickly on that need is gone. Because again, like Corey mentioned, Every nurse want to travel due to the fact of the money. You could work and get paid 1 week what you would make in 2 weeks. So the urgency has to be there. So that is very, very important that you prepare, knowing if you want to do a contract, get ready to do paperwork, send in certifications, because again, that need will be gone.
So one of the things that was interesting to me when we started this here at Trinity was the credentialing process that we are required to do on behalf of the hospital. And so if you are considering travel nursing, you need to know that at first, okay, this is one thing that would concern me if I were a nurse.
Okay.
Like at first, it's a lot of paperwork.
Absolutely.
And I would, because of just who I am, I don't like doing that kind of stuff.
And
it
nurses don't
frustrates me.
either.
Yeah. So I would become very frustrated at first. However, once you do it once with a company like Trinity, that's it for at least a year until we need to make sure and double check.
No, just let me correct that, because
Okay, yeah.
each state, each facility has different credentialing. Okay. So say you go to Pennsylvania. Yes, we have our protocol of how we're going to get you ready, but then they're going to send us a whole different list according to that hospital.
But we're going to have a majority of it. So if you're going to need other things, shouldn't it be smaller things, or is
Not
it
necessarily.
Really?
They might need more shot records.
Okay.
They might need more certifications.
Okay.
Different testing they have to take versus what we require as the state of Oklahoma. Oklahoma is easier than some of the other states.
Right.
So that's paperwork. They have to do testing. There's certain things that they have to need.
But your average contract is what,
13
months?
13
weeks. So once every 13 weeks, we would be looking at this. And you try to work with these nurses to try to be in front of that.
Absolutely.
So it's not an all at once.
Absolutely. It's all about educating them, because most nurses who've never traveled, like you said, it's overwhelming. They're like, oh my goodness, do I have to do all this paperwork? Yes, but if you go into it looking at it in a different lens and say, okay, I know I'm required to do this paperwork, so I'm going to be on top of it. I'm going to have my shop records. I'm going to have the stuff that Trinity needs. Because until we get you locked into a contract, we don't know what else you're going to need. It's going to be different. It could be more, it could be less. But again, every facility is different, so it's required.
Right.
You know.
So every hospital, some hospitals are going to be a little bit more strict than others. And so our job is to try to really just be an advocate for you and help walk you through it.
Yes.
It might sound overwhelming at first, but really when you have someone like Darcel, and then we have a credentialing specialist here at Trinity, they're going to really try to help make this pretty easy for you.
Absolutely.
But in addition to the other videos that we've posted, because we have different things like things that you need to look about, tips for getting prepared for travel nursing, please check out those videos. But here are some other options for you: the Gypsy Nurse, travel nursing blogs, Highway Hyperdomics, Go Travel Nursing. These are some great blogs and really good information for that.
Absolutely.
Number 2 is network with current travel nurses. So I'm sure that each one of you have people in your nursing platoon or your pod that have done travel nursing. Ask them. Talk to them about the things that they like, and even more so, what are some of the things that you dislike that you wish that you could change? That way you can know the good and the bad. Number 3, research travel nursing companies. Find out what people are saying about them. One of the things that I suggest that you do is take a look at Google reviews and see what other people are saying about the travel nursing. Number 4, don't burn bridges. If you take a travel nursing agreement, travel nurses nurses, they talk amongst one another.
Absolutely.
So you don't want to burn your bridges. I always tell people that the way that you handle your business when it comes to a separation, listen, people talk. In this nursing community, if you haven't figured it out yet, it's a pretty small community, and everyone talks about the crazy stuff. They just talk about the crazy stuff.
All across the United States, everyone knows. You burn bridges by accepting a contract. You do all this, you send us the paperwork, and then you don't complete it. So you're going to be blackballed. Because people do talk.
And here's how, and then we need to wrap it up with this, Darcel, because of the time. But here's how. There are only just a few large management service providers, or MSPs, and some of them are huge. And once you get flagged in that system, each one of these larger MSPs, generally they're going to have about 4,000 job opportunities almost every day. They're huge. And when you get flagged in this system, you only have 2 or 3 large systems to get flagged in. And then all of a sudden, you are completely and totally blackballed.
Yes, you are.
So the way that you handle your business is really important. Listen, if Trinity can help you in the way of educating, walking you through it, and being a good resource for you, please give us a call. Call and talk to Darcel. You can also talk to Cassie. Or you can talk to me, but I'm probably going to need to refer you to them. You can call us at 918-622-2588, or you can visit us online at trinityemployment.com.